If you use MailChimp for your newsletters and email list, you can collect new subscribers with Fillout, a custom form builder, where you can also create many additional workflows by connecting to CRMs, custom databases like SmartSuite and Airtable, and even using Make or Zapier to perform additional automations. So you're going to want to check this one out. Welcome to our channel. My name is Zach Stevenson. I'm a business processes and no-code consultant. If you need help streamlining or automating any of your business processes, please visit our website below to book a free consult. We will use Fillout to create the form to be able to intake all of the information that we need for the registration, like name, email, address, and a few additional fields as well. However, we are going to take it a step further, and we're going to also pass this information into a database. I'm going to use SmartSuite, but again, you can use it in Airtable. There's other database softwares as well. You can use Zapier or Make to move the information into one of your CRMs that you already have developed. For the purposes of this tutorial, I am going to use SmartSuite. So if you do not have a SmartSuite account, there's a link in the description below that you can go ahead and get signed up there. And same thing with Fillout. If you do not have a Fillout account, there's also a link in the description below and you can get registered there. So to get started, I will go to my SmartSuite workspace, and you can go ahead and create a new solution if you want to get started. However, I'm going to go into a CRM I already have developed, and I'm just going to duplicate this template, and I will just call it newsletter subscribers. So I'm starting fresh, new application. Here's my newsletter subscribers, and there is a few fields that we need to get started. So I'm just going to do a text field, and I'm going to put in things like first name, last name, email address. Then there is going to be a couple additional fields as well, such as position at company. So whether the CEO, co-founder, owner, manager, those types of pieces of information, and also maybe where they heard about us. So whether it's a referral from another customer or client, whether it's YouTube, LinkedIn, search engine, something along those lines. So all elements and fields that are important to collect for research and for statistics and analytics on the road. I will quickly build out this SmartSuite and we can get started. So once you've built out the fields that you need, so first name, last name, email, position, this is just a single select field with a few options here. How did you hear about us? Again, single select field with a few options here. Actually, what you could probably do is change this to multi-select. It's possible that they might have come across this from a couple different options. So you update that. And the last thing that you might want to do is change this to a subscriber ID or something like that. And we can make that auto-generated and then maybe just pull in the first name, last name, and the date create. This is one of the places where the information will get stored when the form gets created. So now we can navigate to Fillout. We can create a new form. We'll connect it to, we'll click this another integration, and you can select your theme. And I will just call this newsletter registration. We can go into the integrations. We'll go into SmartSuite. I'll select my correct workspace. And I already have it created in the CRM, and I called it newsletter subscribers. So we can continue from there and we can just click finish. So if I navigate back, we can see that there's fields that have already been connected from my SmartSuite workspace. From here, we can add first name, last name, email, position, and how they heard about us. There's all sorts of different functionality and settings down the side that you can play with. There's different styles that you can choose. There's layouts like single column, wrap, or 2 columns. And you can see how those display a little bit differently. You can set things up to be required. There's different validation options and settings as well, but we're just going to leave it kind of as is for now. Might turn on that the email and first name are required. And then from here, what we'll need to go is go back into integrations. So right now we have integrated SmartSuite. So if that form gets completed after we publish it, then it will populate that information back into our Smart Suite application that we had just created. So if you are a MailChimp subscriber or user to send out your emails or newsletters, what you can do from here is go into MailChimp. Again, have to create the integration, the account. Those steps are pretty straightforward and easy. You just need to log in and it basically does it for you. I will select my account. I'll select, this is the email address that is going to be imported into my MailChimp account from the form. I'll go in and select the email field. There's different audience fields. So we're also collecting first name or collecting last name. So we can pass those as well. We've now got first name and last name from the form being passed back into MailChimp. And then this is pretty neat as well. If you go into the tags, you can not only add a tag to a user in MailChimp, you can also add conditional tags. So in our form, we're going to create the newsletter subscriber, and within our form, they have the option to choose what position they are within their company. CEO, founder, manager. So in MailChimp, in my tags, I have some of these options already set up. What we can do is go into MailChimp tag, and we're going to tag them with the CEO option if. So conditional functionality here, add the condition where if the position equals CEO, they'll get the CEO tag. And we can do this for each type of tag. So manager, add the next option here in the positions where equals manager. And we can fill out the last one as well, which is the owner tag. Where equals owner or founder. If they select other or leave it blank, there will be no tag that gets associated with them back in MailChimp. That's fine. This is pretty well set up now, so we can click Finish Setup. And that has been integrated. Now, not only within our form, once this gets completed, it will get submitted to our Smart Suite database. Again, wherever your CRM lives or wherever you would want to pass that type of information elsewhere outside of MailChimp, maybe you have that option to do that. And the last integration I'm going to create is a Slack notification. So I'm going to set it up so that anytime someone completes this form, I'm going to get a Slack notification in my specified channel. Whoever may want to be notified of that type of registration, you can set that up within. Go ahead, click the Slack option here. You can choose your account. Again, it needs to be integrated, pass in the channel that I want it to go to. I want all fields to be sent in this case, and I can click Finish. Then the last thing, now, if we go ahead and click Publish, it'll be ready to go. Whenever a user submits this, we'll get the information and notification passed to each of those integrations. There's a couple other things. If we go into settings, we can also enable email notifications so we can get emailed on this. I'm going to leave that blank for now, because I'm not going to worry about email notifications for the time being. And if you go ahead and click Publish, this form will be now live. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you, if you click the share button here, you have multiple options. There's these embed options where you can add it to your website or somewhere else, wherever you can basically add the HTML code or script, and you have different options. So your standard, full screen, pop-up, slider. I'm going to show you a quick example. So there's all these different options. You just need to click on it, use this embed, and then the code or script is here. You have different options within each of these, and you click copy, and we'll just paste it in, and you can see how the form will be embedded within that web page. So if you have a website and you need to add this script to it, go ahead and do that. There's a few different options here. You have maybe a pop-up option. So a button could float on your page or be added in a specific corner. When they select it, pop-up occur. There's a slider option here as well. and create a floating button in the bottom right-hand corner. And when it's clicked, it will slide out from the right. I'll show you what that looks like quickly as well. You can see here's the button. So this would be on your website. You'll click and it will slide out and the user can go ahead and complete it. I can try and test the form now. I'll just add in a random user, maybe owner founder, and they found us through referral. And also they saw us on YouTube. Submit. Back in our Smart Suite CRM, we can see the information was passed in here. We can hit refresh. And we can see that the subscriber has been imported here with the tag owner. So the conditional formatting worked. If we go into my Slack channel, we can see we got notified here as well. All the integrations work properly. Philo makes it pretty simple to get these things set up and get going. It can really streamline and simplify a lot of your processes and intake information to be able to move the data and customer registrations through your different platforms and uses that you need. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more tutorials in the future.